Hello and welcome back. I went to a wood turning show at the start of this month and I picked up something which is a little bit odd for me, which is a piece of wood. Normally I acquire my wood from friends and just for free generally, but I picked up this bit of wood for the simple fact that it's a bit of yew. I'll try showing you the right end. There we go. It's not a very big piece. I think this is classed as what they advertise it as, 7 by 2.5 inches. But I've never turned yew, so I wanted to see what this is going to be like. So it's got a few splits and whatever, so I'm going to cut them up on the bandsaw and we'll get it mounted on the lathe. Just a quick one before I do actually get started. There are conflicting reports of how toxic or poisonous yew is, so I'm going to put my respirator on, so there should be plenty of peace and quiet for you just to watch. So what I was just showing you there is that dirty crack. There's one there, but I think that might turn out. There's one there which is the pith, sadly, but other than that it's not too bad. I'm going to try filling this and putting some super glue in, CA. Right, so this is thin CA. Right, well I've got it to 400 grit, which I'm fairly happy with, but looking at these, hopefully, I don't know whether there's a pith there, and where's the other one? There it is. Now they've got horrible cracks coming out, radiating out of them. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a cut mark, and I'm actually going to cut that off. Let me see if I can. Alright, excuse me. Well, that's the lowest of the two. Right at the start of this video I was talking about how toxic or poisonous, or whatever the word you want to choose for this. Now I've got above my lathe I've got an air quality meter. Now I've just been parting this off here, and that was up at 16 and 17. So there's something about this, but I don't know how good or bad it is, but I thought I just ought to mention this. Anyway, so I am going to go for an oil finish, and I'm going to go with good old Danish oil. I think the wood deserves to just stand out on its own without any shiny sparkly finishes or things like that. So we will just give it a couple of coats of Danish oil. That doesn't look too bad. Let that dry for a few minutes, and we'll buff it off. I've put another coat on and let that soak in, so we'll give that a quick buff off. Well, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to sand all that. I have got a few splits which I think I'm going to have to super glue again. But it's about a 5mm wall. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with it eventually. So I'll bring you back after the sanding. Right, by the power of YouTube, that was only a second or two, but it's been a bit longer than that. Now I did go round, like I think I said actually, and put some super glue into some of these cracks just to try and hopefully strengthen them, but I'm quite pleased with it in the end. And it's now sanded up to 400 grit. So we will apply some Danish oil like I did on the outside, and hopefully give it a good soak. Right then, let's give it a nice buff out, shall we? There we go. It was a bit of a battle early on, but yeah, it's quite nice in the end, I think. And we are 130mm diameter, which is just over 5 inches, and a thickness of about 1.5 inches ish. Yeah, very pleased. Shame I couldn't have managed to keep a bit more of the sapwood, but never mind. So, right, so if you think I've earned a like, I would be much appreciated. If you think I'm worth a subscription, that would be even more appreciated. So I'll hopefully see you on the next one.